Good morning. It is Tuesday, 14 May 2024. And it is a terrific Tuesday. You know why I know? Because I looked outside my door, front door and back door, and I saw that it was a beautiful day. I already had the attitude anyway that it's going to be a terrific Tuesday. You know what I mean? That was my choice. And that's what I want to do a little chit-chat about today, about choices. As I looked out my front door, I saw my neighbor and I waved and says, "Hi, good morning." And he ignored me. That was his choice. It was my choice to say, "Hi, good morning." And that was my choice. And that's what we're talking about. We have choices. That's how we live. We have choices. And those choices include our own development. That's right, our own developments. We have a choice of discovering who we are. That's a choice. Did you know that? You can live your entire life trying to be somebody else, or you can choose to be yourself. If you choose to be yourself, well, that'll have certain responsibilities, because in being yourself, you must be yourself truly. And in doing so, you will not always fit into the scope of things, or for that matter, within your own group. But that's your choice. You have to identify yourself, be yourself, and of course be true to yourself. I know, for example, that I know nothing, okay? And because I know that I know nothing, I'm always receptive to ideas, other people's ideas, because as I told you earlier, I have come to the realization that I have been told many lies, a lifetime of mistaken beliefs. So, knowing that I don't know makes me receptive to different ideas. And by the way, speaking about, and I'm looking at my note to myself here, speaking about choosing to know yourself, this is what I know. Even though I know nothing, I have come to the realization that when you accept yourself for who you are and be yourself, other people will believe you. Michael J. Fox, the producer, told him that your face will never be in a lunchbox. Well, later, when Michael J. Fox was a big hit and an actor accepted by many, he sent that producer a lunchbox and said, "Use this to put the crow in." Alan Ladd, who knew that he would ever become an actor, a Western actor, because he was so short? In just about every scene with Alan Ladd, with somebody else, he had to stand on a box. And of course, the cameraman always seemed to shoot eye level or slightly up to give the impression that he was a tall person. The thing is, he believed in himself. That's a secret. Look, I'm making a video that you may not watch. That is your choice. And you know something? That is a good choice. But should you choose to watch it, who knows? Well, speaking about that, I want to tell you something, that when you believe in yourself, other people will believe in you too. And that's a fact. So if you have to choose yourself. Believe in yourself. Now, yesterday I had a phone call from Juanita. You know, she was seeking my advice about something. People do that. And I will always tell them that, look, I don't necessarily know, but based upon my knowledge and my experience, then I will make suggestions. It is their choice to believe me or not. So, in speaking with Juanita, at the end of the conversation, I asked her, "Do you have a favorite way to make rice?" And she says, "Yes, as a matter of fact, I do." And I said, "Really?" And she told me. This is what she told me. You ready? For many of us, cooking rice can be frustrating. So, here is today's story. I had a call from Juanita. She wanted my advice on certain subjects. In the interim, she told me what was her perfect way to cook rice, and I am so grateful that she did. Her secret, of course, is 2 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. I should say 2 containers of water to 1 container of rice. The secret is to turn on your stove and then place the pot on your burner as you add 2 cups or 2 containers of water. Once you've done that, bring it to a boil. Now, this is interesting because you don't need to do much else after you've done this. Once the water starts to boil, you add your rice. 1 container of rice, or 1 cup of rice if you will, and stir it well while it's in the pot. That's all you need to do. And then after you've done that, you simply put the lid on your pot, and then voila, all you need to do now is to turn off your burner. That's right, turn off your burner, and that's it. Watch your time, of course, because in about 35 minutes later, your rice will be done. Trust me. And what do you do in that time? In my case, of course, I went into my backyard and see what was blooming. Linda put this plant in a few days ago. It was already a plant, but here it is in its glory, and it's blooming. Also, Linda planted a banana plantation. Okay, I call it a plantation. You notice that little hose in the back? That's attached to the air conditioning unit. And on hot days, the water from the air conditioning unit will go into my, quote, plantation, end quote. Then, about 35 minutes later, your rice is done. All you need to do is to fluff it up with a fork. That easy, really. And since I was not ready to eat, not really, after I fluffed it up with a fork, what I did was to add the things that I like to my rice. In this case, all I really wanted to add for now is butter. Put the lid back on, and I continued to do what I needed to do. And that's it. Juanita was right. The rice turned out to be perfect. Thank you, Juanita. Now you know. It's a terrific Tuesday. Please go out and make it your special day because you believe in yourself.